All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS who rule well, and also honor and salutations to those of you who are of the hopeful elect. All right, so today it's not going to be anything quick. Anything long. It's going to be pretty quick. I just wanted to talk about a conversation my father and I had yesterday morning. We were talking about Esau and how Esau ain't no how can I say this? Well, what I said, yeah, this is what I said was that Esau is not an intelligent being. They're not when you look at all faculties that make us human, right? You look at uh, intelligence. When you look at uh, physical ability, mental ability, spiritual, emotional, all of these different things that make us people, make us human, they are inferior to us in every way. And we started talking about, specific certain situations that I had gone through at work. There's this Edomite at my job he's like a, how can I explain him? He's like a old redneck, right? But he's from from here in Mass, but he's got a country old Alabama vibe to him. He even has like a southern twang. And he happened to say one day that he don't like black people. Now when I tell you this guy is plumb dumb, I mean like I can't stress enough how stupid this man is. And I thought of that, right? I said, why would a dude like that, he ain't got no good sense, uh say that he don't like black people, right? Because the guy who told me about it, he was offended. Oh, how you gonna say that? I'm asking him, like, why would you be mad at that? This dude is this dude is dumb. He's dumb. People. It's become a cliche term. You call somebody stupid or you call them dumb, but this man is literally a dumb person. So why would you be offended in his saying he don't like black people? So I started thinking about it. And what I said was, you got white people like that, right? So-called white people like that, Edomites, who they've whether or not they were smart, whether or not they were successful, whether or not they made a lot of money, they could always depend on the fact that at least I'm not black. Regardless of what status they had in America, no matter if they were redneck or trailer park trash or poor or whatever it was, they could bank on. I'm at least I'm white. At least I'm white. And now when you got a white person that thinks that way, who is working in the same place that a so-called black person is working in, they like, damn, man, like not even my whiteness can make me better than this dude anymore. And what it speaks to is people's not people's, but the world is changing, man. The Heavenly Father is changing the vibration that's down here on the earth. He's changing it. And being white ain't popular no more, man. It's not popular to be white anymore. Especially now, you got this guy Donald Trump, and their true colors are showing, right? People, it's not cool to be white, and being a so-called black person is the coveted thing on the earth, and it always has been. So we were talking about all these different things, and the word nigger came up, and I told my pop, I said, that's why I can't get bothered by Edomite calling me a nigger. I can't get bothered by it because he's on his way out of here. He's on his way out of here, and for me to be angry at him at his last ditch efforts to make me upset, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Esau is on his way out of here. The scriptures tell us. Matter of fact, let me go to this one. This is Lamentations. This is Lamentations 4:21. It says, "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked." Right? And isn't that happening? When you think of naked, what is that? Right? You're exposing yourself. Aren't they being exposed in this time? They are being exposed. Excuse me, more so than ever, man. It says here, "The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity." Talking about us. "He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins." You see? So he's being exposed in this time, right? So now it's not cool. It's not cool to be an Edomite anymore, man. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. I got some video clips here I want to play. I got a couple other scriptures that I want to talk about. Like Esau is on his last leg, and whether or not he knows it is one thing, but if he doesn't know it, he can definitely feel it, right? And for him to call you a nigger is nothing more than when you let's say you playing a basketball game or a football game or something, and you're getting the best of your opponent, and then you're getting the best of your opponent. He decides now he's mad. He's mad now that you're getting the best of him, and all his work, right, that he put into being good at this game isn't working. So what does he do? Now he want to fight you. And now you want to fight, and he want to get rowdy, or he starts bumping you with his elbow, or what have you, or playing the game the wrong way, because now he can't compete and as the way the game was set up. So now here it is. He set up this game, right? And you see now all these efforts to keep Israel from remembering their heritage, all these efforts to keep Israel at the bottom of the barrel haven't worked. And now what do they have to resort to? Calling you these little childish names that they called you back in the 50s and 60s. So it's just a last ditch effort. He's on his way out, so he's gonna make sure that he destroys as much as he can. Not only you physically, but he's gonna try to destroy your psyche as well. I don't get mad at when I see Esau, man. I expect everything I see him do, from the so-called white people killing the police to them treating niggas bad at the grocery store, them calling the police on you barbecuing. I'm not surprised by none of it. I'm not surprised by they're losing their mind. They're actually taking statistics that say 55% of white people feel like they're being discriminated against. Imagine that. A country where they are the majority in the Senate, they are the majority in Congress, they are a majority in the corporate world, they are the majority at educators, they are the majority in every aspect of a nation. Lawyers, judges, doctors, teachers, congressmen, all of these facets of a nation, they are the majority, but they're being discriminated against. Imagine that. So what is that they're feeling? What is it that they're feeling? Right? So let me go here. I have Wisdom of Solomon, 2nd chapter, pull up. I'm gonna go back to that. But let me go somewhere first. Go to 2nd Ezra first. This is 2nd Ezra 6, and I want to go to let me put this one down. It's hot now. This is 2nd Ezra 6, and I'll start at 7. It says, "Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, From Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." So this is what they're feeling, man. It's not discrimination. You're feeling the changing of the guard happening, the paradigm shift, if you will. That's what they're feeling happening. I saw this video on the internet the other day. I should have pulled this up. This is now just coming to me. You had this lady from Fox News. I wish I could remember her name, but she was saying that our country, our country as it used to be, isn't the same anymore. And these people from other cultures and other lands and countries or whatever have been foisted on us. So I looked up the word foisted, right? Let me pull that up real quick. Esau's a damn devil. Foisted. So she said this on the news, right? But most people don't know what foist means, right? Is that her? I don't know if that's her. But check this out, right? When you foist something, impose an unwelcome or unnecessary person or thing. So this is what they think of you, right? And we don't need those black people, but you do need black people. Could you imagine a world? Matter of fact, one of the brothers in the camp, one of the older brother, Dawada, he wrote I want to say an article or not a blog, but it was like a piece of work, right? And he just what it was a poetic, if you will, view on all the inventions and things that so-called black people have made since we've been over here in this country. And the iron was on there, the traffic light, the first heart surgeon, and all of these different things that we've done as a people here in this country. Could you imagine if we weren't here, if there was no such thing as us? Now think about this, right? When you eat food, right, and it has no seasoning on it, isn't that food disgusting, right? When you have a piece of steak without it being seasoned, that steak is disgusting. Now, what did the Heavenly Father say that we were? He said that we were the salt of the earth. So we're the ones that give this world life, flavor, culture. The coolest dances. Who's doing them? Jake. Who's making them up? Jake, right? The best basketball players, the best football players, right? The best doctors, right? Who's doing those things? The best educators, right? The best musicians. Who does these things? Without without us, this world would be lifeless, man. But this is what they think of you. So she said this word foisted, and they were just showing different it was like a montage, like a bunch of clips, and she came on and said a couple of statistics about how white people don't even feel that like this is their country anymore. But it was never your country. You stole it. And now you're on your way out, and the world is going to be a better place without you. The world, matter of fact, what's that in Job? Let me go to Job. Let me go to Job real quick. What's that? Job, is it 20? I haven't read it in a long time. I think it's 20 and about 5. Right, let me start at 4. It says, this is Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the glory of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up in the heavens, right, and his head reach into the clouds. Who's that talking about? Whose excellency mounts up into the heavens, right? Whose head reaches up into the clouds? Aeroplanes, skyscrapers, space stations. Who does that, right? It says, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream. He shall not be found, yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. Right? Isn't this what they said? This doesn't feel like our country anymore. His place shall not behold him anymore. You see that? So that's what they're feeling. You're not feeling discrimination. You're feeling the Heavenly Father awaken his children, awaken his nation, the apple of his eye. You're seeing them being awakened. That's what you're feeling inside yourself, not discrimination. How can you be discriminated against in a land this is your kingdom? You're not tapping into your resources, Esau. You got to tap into those resources. All right? So you don't feel left out. Matter of fact, let me go here. What is that? I went to that already. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. This is your look. Matter of fact, let's go to that back in the Apocrypha. Right? Let me see here. Because let me see. Let me jump down to the point. Listen to that. I'll start here. Let me start. Let me see. I'll start at 4. This is what is this? Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 4. It says, "And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof." Which is heavy, right? I want to show you a video real quick about that. It says, "For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again." So what was the conclusion? What was that conclusion? Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. You see? So live it up. You're on your way out of here. Tap into those resources. Go get a loan. Go get a loan and buy something. Buy that Ferrari that you've been eyeing. Esau, you can do it. Then you might as well. You're on your way out of here. Live it up, man. It says this: "Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this." Live it up, man. Go do your thing. You're on your way out of here, Esau. It says this: "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." So going back, why would you be upset? This is what he's supposed to do. He's on his way out of here. So on his way out, he's gonna take as many as he can with him. Okay? So let me see. Is that all the scriptures I had? I think I did, but I want to show some of these yeah. But let me show I want to show you something. Let's see which one I want to go to first. Be mad at Esau. Nah, let me go to this one. Go to this one real quick. So I'm gonna play up to this point, this minute and 34. So bear with me. She says something here that I want to be heard. But you have this chick here. They call some chick. She called it tanorexic, right? And the point of me showing this video was to show like so-called black people have been coveted since the beginning of time. And matter of fact, I wanted to make this point. I do field research. And what I mean by that is when you live life enough, right? When you experience different things, you'll start to, if you listen, you'll hear certain things. So I did security, right? I did security at this fair that comes around here. And I was checking bags and I had a long line before the fair had opened. And in the line on one side, when you get in a line, what they do is they maze the line so that the line isn't so long, that it's concentrated in one area. So on one side of the line, you had this little girl. It was a little Israelite girl, and she had her hair braided, right? It was real nice too. You know how Jake get busy with the cornrows. And you could see there was a group of white girls that had got there first. So they were in front of me, and then the maze went behind them and curled back around. So they were the white girls and the two black girls were right next to each other, right? So the white girl was just staring at this black girl's hair, man, staring at her, right? And what did she say? She said, man, her hair is so cool. And she kind of said it low, but it was loud enough where I can hear it. She's like, her hair is so cool. And this is the feeling, this is the sentiment, not only of that one white woman, but all so-called white people. All of them. We make the world go round. And they know that, man. So why would I be mad at a so-called white man or woman calling me a nigger? You want to be a nigger. You want to be a nigger. So why am I mad at you saying the word? Right? So check this out.
Sarah Willman is a 30-year-old mum of two who visits a tanning salon an astonishing 5 days a week. And she spends so much time getting brown that some people even mistake for race.
I showed him the picture of her. He thought that I was marrying a black girl. So.
Known in her hometown of Dickinson, North Dakota for her Barbie doll style and dark skin, Sarah has been described as a tanorexic.
It all started with in beauty school. People started calling me Malibu. And then everybody just automatically...
Look at this. Look at this bitch. She thinks this is pretty. Look at this nasty fucking... Excuse my French, man. Look at this nasty woman, man. Look at her. She thinks that's beautiful. But what is she trying to do? Who's she trying to look like, right? You look at the Kardashians, right? And that's become the prototype. Because they ain't gonna get no dark. And to tell you this, the Kardashians ain't even Edomites, right? But they are the prototype. They are what white women shoot for because they're dark, but they still can't be associated with niggas. You see? Cornroll in their hair. Now they call it the Kardashian braids. How stupid is that? But look at this monkey. This is a monkey right here. This is a porch monkey. Look at this porch monkey right here. This is a disgrace to the white race.
Well, then it kind of stuck. Okay.
But Sarah's desire to maintain her Malibu Barbie image has led to a worrying obsession with tanning.
Sarah comes here on a regular basis, usually 5 times a week.
This gives you a little bit more color.
Look, this gives you a little bit more color. What is she shooting for? What is she shooting for? Or right? Not what is she shooting for, but what is she shooting away from? Why does she want to be so dark? Why? White is beautiful, right? White is the thing, right? Look at this asshole. She's an asshole, man.
I started tanning the very first time was when I was 14. It made me feel really good.
It made her feel good. I wonder in what way.
After school, I would go hit the tanning bed.
Sarah didn't always look this way, but she's always been worried about her appearance.
I was a teenager, and I was really, really trying to fit in and be cool and popular at the school that I went to and trying to be something.
Dermatologist Dr. Doris Day has seen numerous women with similar addictions.
Now, listen to what this dermatologist woman says here.
Tanorexic is really a made-up word for somebody who feels that they constantly need more color in order to feel good about themselves and feel that they look healthy and normal.
To feel that they look healthy and normal, they need more color. Imagine that. Imagine that. Would you imagine that?
And when that darkness that's really to the rest of us too much starts to fade to a color where we're more comfortable, they actually feel that they look very pale and can feel very depressed about it. And
Why? Why would you be depressed about your whiteness? Isn't it great? This is the mentality. And now if you go to the gym, I go to the gym. It's not just women, white boys. They got a tanning salon right at the front when you walk into the gym, and them white boys be coming out of there just as much as them white girls, man. So it ain't just the women, but this is the mentality of so-called white people. I'm supposed to be offended by them calling me a nigga when I know they want to be me. You want to look like how I was born, but I'm offended by you calling me a word. Get the fuck out of here.
and have very low self-esteem.
They have low self. I wonder why you would have low self-esteem with your pure whiteness. Ain't that something? Now look at this asshole here. Look at this asshole. Look at her. Look at her.
This is a work in progress. A lot of work going on, a lot of body work going on, that's for sure. 24 procedures. What aside from the obvious, what have you had done?
Also, when we last met, I was much smaller. Also, actually, I have 7,100 cc each. But not only my skin color changed. Also, in meanwhile, also I've realized that my eye color has changed, my eyebrow color has changed, and also my
This is a fetish, man. This is gross. I can't even. I don't want to watch no more. But this is you and then you got our women, the assholes that they are, trying to look like Edomites when they want to look. They coveting to look like you, stupid. You see. So why in the world could I be offended by the word nigger? Somebody calling me a nigger when I know you want to be me. So that's all I had, man. I did some other clips up there up top, but I ain't gonna go into all of that. I went longer than I anticipated. But with that being said, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS who rule well, and also honor and salutation to those of you who are of the hopeful elect. And with that, I say shalom.